Do you have any ODB stories that never been told?
Yeah.
You have any?
Oh, baby, I like it on that news.
Nah, all I know, I mean, well, yeah, I got hundreds of stories with that, but you know, Old Dirty he was a professional thief, though. You know, he was a booster. You know, I remember, you know, one time we was in Brooklyn, we was going shopping. This was around the time we was all getting summer youth check money. But I don't even, you know I was getting summer youth money, but I didn't know what he was doing because he was still living in Brooklyn. But one time I was hanging out with him and we wound up in this store called A&S, downtown Brooklyn. And A&S was like a baby Macy's back then, you know. Same low, all that, all the fly shit. And we just started stealing. And this, you know, he's crazy with it. Like, you know, I'm trying to steal like a hat or you know, some small shit. This stuff in coats in his drawers and all that. Like, and you know, like he would come in like, you know, because back then we would wear a lot of baggy clothes. You know what I mean? So I remember one time we was in the polo section and this was just getting busy. I'm like, just doing shit that I'm like, you gonna get caught, nigga. You gonna get caught doing it. And he ain't give a fuck. Yo, this took coats. Like, how you stuff a full-length coat in your drawers and keep it pushing? Yo, he was doing shit like that, but Old Dirty, the most beautiful heart person that you could ever meet. But I always knew that he loved the attention. He loved the attention and he loved to come around and make everybody laugh. He'd do something stupid. He'd say something crazy, you know, so that's why even when he, you know, his character was built and, you know, because his name before Old Dirty Bastard was the rap professor, Unique A Song, you know, because he, you know, he was also intelligent. He was a 5%er. At that time, we were all 5%ers, and he was sharp. You know, sit here with a 40 ounce and build a you for 3 hours and make sense. And you know what I mean? You know, brothers would walk around with their lessons and all that, and he start quoting lessons and step out the cipher just to be like, see if he did. He's right. You know what I mean? So he had two sides of him. You know what I mean? But as far as his crazy side, I always felt like, you know, it was a way of getting attention. You know, he was an attention freak, but he was that, and I'm gonna tell y'all this for real. He was the that made it happen more than anybody because he seen the potential in us, and not even like he was hanging with us every day. That's the crazy shit. But I think that him knowing us and knowing our hearts and knowing how we felt about hip hop, he was like, yo, y'all down. You know what I mean? He put down. Jizza at that time, Jizza was super lyricist already. Jizza was saying that it was like, God damn. He's like a baby Rakim. You know what I mean? Like, and I ain't even gonna say baby Rakim. Like, him and Rakim probably was like neck and neck back in the early, you know, the early 90s, mid 80s type. Just rhyming like real rhymes.
That's crazy.
Real life. Let's say real life.
It ain't real life. Just say real life.
Real life street stars.